Whoop,
I
that
don't
was the
know what's
table.
going on.
What? What do you
I'm
not know?
not sure how to sit.
I don't know.
Okay, I'll just come over here.
I mean,
Do you have the dice, or did the dice disappear?
I don't know. They might have disappeared. I'll go grab them. You just sit somewhere. So, Bailey, while you try to figure out your life, because you don't really need to sit, you can just stand there.
True.
Where are you going?
You're so short.
It's because I'm sitting. Anyway,
Do
are
I
you gonna...
really look that stupid? Okay.
Oh my god, Bailey. You looked upset and then called yourself stupid. Anyway, so you find...
Also, did you see where I threw the
Yes, I see it.
chair?
I see it. Anywho, Bailey, you need to tell me what your response is.
Okay, so he says, you're in the city.
Yeah, after he scoffs at you and basically saying that you look stupid. Um, with his implied facial expressions.
Do you know what my first instinct is?
I don't know, to eat him?
No, not to eat him. I'm gonna fucking punch him in the nose.
Yeah, I figured. Here, let's have you roll for a smart check. Alright, can you turn me down in your background? Also,
Yeah,
you didn't
hold on.
roll, you just kind of dropped, so.
It doesn't really have a throw option.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. Oh. Well, your first roll was still an 8, besides that one being a 20. Can you, like, shove the controller in one direction to try and... It's the same... There you go. 5.
I just gotta drop it from a high point. Okay.
Okay. Which one of those numbers should I be taking, though? You kind of rolled a lot of numbers.
Yeah, let's go with this one.
Okay, so you, in your not right of mind, punch him square in the face. Whoop.
I love it.
Stop moving, table. Alright, you fucking did 5 damage to his nose.
I'm a bitch.
Whoa.
Where's the... Okay.
There we go. Alright, so... his response is probably not going to be that nice. Let's see if I can reach it. There we go. Alright, high or low for him to respond nicely?
Hi.
Yeah, he doesn't respond nicely. As one would assume.
Yeah. I fucking punched him in the face.
So he kind of looks at you, and, okay. So, right as he's about to, like, grab his sword from the hilt, you know, he like, puts his hand on it. He's about to grab it. Okay. Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
You see another hand go on top of his, stopping him from withdrawing his weapon. And you look over,
Okay.
and do a intelligence check to see if you understand who this other person is. Cool. Yeah, you know exactly that it's the person that you attacked, and then apparently he saved you from the forest.
Okay.
Alright, so he looks at you like you just insulted his mother. And he looks at you and he's just like, what the fuck are you doing? You just woke up and you're already starting fights?
Of course.
Of course. Okay, so that was his response, was what I just said. Sadly for you, his composure isn't that great right now. So he's kind of upset at you, and he releases the other person's hand. Are Are you going? What's your response to this?
Chill the fuck out and ask where the hell I am again.
To who? To both of them?
To the guy who saved me.
Okay. Let's see if he cares to respond. That didn't give me a number. It's because
I noticed that.
Yeah, it's because it landed on a fucking edge, so it didn't actually roll a number. Okay, so yeah, he decides to calm the fuck down and give you an answer. My lordy lady. So he looks at you and looks at the other guy, and he pats the other guy's shoulder, letting him know that it's fine, you know, he can go, it's fine. And he looks at you and he's like, well, I didn't really know where to bring you, so I came back. This is my hometown. This is the city. We don't have a name. This is the city. I didn't really know where to bring you, but in your sleep you kept mumbling, brothel. I want to go to the brothel. So I brought you to the brothel.
Wait, did I wake up in the brothel?
Yes, that's why there's half-naked people here. And you just, like, basically assaulted one of the brothel workers, so he was a little...
Dude, you gave me a dirty look.
Oh my god. Alright, so, what is your response to this revelation?
I need money first.
And his response is, okay, are you looking to be employed? You fucking jumped.
That is not a question I thought about. Now I kind of want to say sure.
Alright, high or low?
Low.
Alright, well, lucky for you, there's actually a spot open. So are you wanna join?
Sure.
Alright, let's see how well it goes. Alright, and you're hired! That was an amazing interview you did just then.
Even though I punched the guy.
So all of your qualifications match. Yeah, you're an elf. Yeah, you did really good. So when can
I work in a brothel.
So when can you start?
I can start immediately.
Okay.
Oh my fucking
All
god, this has just gone downhill so well.
All right. The problem though, you just rolled a 5. So you're in like your first week. You know, you're new to this. But on during the week, you trip, you accidentally fucking knock a glass of delectable beverage into a patron's lap. Another day you trip and fall into a gentleman's lap. He actually wasn't that happy about it though.
Oh, Jesus.
And because of these incidents, you were put into to the back so that you could wash shit, clothes and dishes and stuff. Somehow you, instead of using dish soap for the dishes and then clothes soap for the clothes, you do it back, the opposite. And so when people are eating, they're getting poisoned, and yeah, it's not working too well for you.
Great.
and so you get called into the into the owner's office, and you realize that the owner of the business is actually that guy who saved you.
Woohoo!
Whoop.
Can I save myself by sleeping with him?
Oh my god, sec. All right, so he's kind of he's half and half. He's kind of upset at what you've been doing, but he understands that you're new. Roll a seduction check. Yeah. So basically, so you're him, and so I'm you. You know, you walk in, you come over, and you're just like, hey, you know, I know that I've been messing up and stuff, and oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to slap you. I'm just, trying my best here. I really have always wanted to work in a brothel. You accidentally slap him. Whoops. I'm just gonna walk over here. I've always wanted to work in a brothel. I'm sorry. It's my first week. He's not really buying this.
What did I roll? I didn't even see it.
A 5. But his response is kind of decent, he looks at you, he looks at you as if, do I want to go down this rabbit hole? Not really. Well, you can keep your job for now, but just try to be better, just try to work a bit harder.
Okay.
All right, and so with that, you say okay and you leave. Bailey. All right, so take your die and let's see how well your second week works.
Okay, hold on. I'm getting another bite of chips and salsa.
When did you get chips and salsa? 3 hours ago when we started?
No, I had it with my dinner.
Okay, you're not doing that great for your second week either. It's a little bit better. You made a little bit less mistakes, but you're still making mistakes. In one of the days, you trip and you fall and you're, looking an absolute mess and everyone's just looking at you. They hired her? Is she getting paid?
Because I'm pretty. I don't know what my
they do think that you're pretty though, kind of. Cat? The moment I hear a cat, but I have no idea where the cat is. Okay, well, can't help you, cat, because I have no idea where you are. So you've been messing up. People are a little upset. Whoop, there was a marker in the way for that roll. Alright, even though you've been messing up, you get called back into the manager's office, and he looks at you and he's like, alright, turn around. Bailey.
I'm sorry.
Alright, so you're you, and I am the manager. And he's just kind of like, move your hands. He's just like, congratulations, Bailey. I'm gonna promote you.
What the fuck?
He really likes you.
I don't know how.
I don't know, with your wild charm? I don't know.
I'm definitely wild, that's a fact.
Cat, can you not jump on the chair when I'm not sitting? Right before I go to sit. So, what's your response to this? Whoop. Oh, perfect. Do you see the die? Just barely, not on the floor. Alright, so what's your,
what did I get promoted to?
What did you get promoted to? To a waitress. I don't know what that role was supposed to signify.
I don't know. Okay.
I'm like, you can't just randomly roll and have me know what that meant.
I don't know what it means either.
So,
see if I can find a better way to roll.
do Are you happy with this? Do you want to keep working at this brothel?
Yeah, the owner likes me.
All right, let's see how well your next week works. Oh, you did really well as a waitress. You know, you get called into
Much better waitress.
you go everywhere. You're like holding 13 trays at the same time, and everyone's like in awe that you're so amazing at like waitressing. You know, you did so bad at being whatever you were before, but you know, you're good at this.
Yeah. I'm a bad whore. I'm a really good waitress.
Pretty much. All right, and so you get called into the office, and he's like, I knew I made the right decision in hiring you and promoting you. You know, I just had a feeling that this would be more your niche, and, you know, you did really good. So here is a bonus. Not very much of a bonus, but it's a bonus. So you have some money. I mean, you've been working here for a whole 3 weeks, and he gave you a bonus. Hello.
I'm walking away.
Excuse me, cat. I would like to sit back down.
Welcome to the story of a rogue who was supposed to come here to be an adventurer and became a whore instead.
It is on PS4. Anyway, Bailey, so what's your response to this?
Well, owner still likes me, so.
You have anything to say about your bonus? Whoop. How did I grab the table? I wasn't even fucking
grabbing the table.
My hand was up here. How did I grab the table?
I don't know.
Anyway, so you're happy. You want to see how your next week goes?
Sure.
Whoop. Can you stop grabbing the table? Stop freaking out. Alright, so your next week goes horribly.
Okay, then.
Like, you tried doing that 13 trays thing again, and you, like, dropped literally every single tray on different people at the same time. And then there's just, like, a bunch of little mistakes where, like, someone asks for a Coke, you give them a Pepsi, you know? But they are upset about this. There's a lot of people who are upset. Whoop. Stop. Table.
A lot of people don't like me. I have an acquired taste.
Anyway, alright, and the owner's not really that happy about it either, so he brings you into his office, and he said, you know, last week you did really good, and then somehow you just stopped being good. I don't understand what's going on.
I have an idea.
Yeah?
I want to seduce for a chance to become his wife.
Oh my gosh. Alright, why'd you walk over here and then go back? Alright, here, take your seduction roll. You look so serious. And a 4.
I failed.
Yeah,
Okay,
you did
I'll
even
tell
worse
you
than
now.
you did even worse. You're just gonna walk out of the brothel. You just go straight to the Adventurers Guild. What did you bring? Oh, is that water? Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, it's not really that late though. It's only
It's
11:30.
not that late, Jock. Plus, do you want to join? We kind of got my character into some trouble. Would you like to join?
Hey, I mean, if you actually decide to go to the Adventurers Guild, you know, maybe he'll be your party mate.
If he says yes, I'll go to the Adventurers Guild. Until then, Go figure out what to do at the brothel.
Well, I mean, you might get fired in a second. You just tried to seduce the owner to become his wife, and it didn't go very well.
Can I have a luck roll?
Sure. How stupid is he? Let's roll this luck roll and see if he's stupid. Oof.
Mine showed a 20 at first.
Yeah, a 20 up there, but then you dropped it for it to actually roll. You got an 8, so it kind of worked. He's looking at you and he's like, you know, she's pretty, but she's really stupid.
Stupid?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what the. He's just like sitting here contemplating. Pretty good. Did you want to join?
You're free to join, Jock.
I don't. You see, Bailey, I just don't know if I should keep you or not. You kind of seem to be all over the place.
I'm an idiot. What do you expect?
Is that your response?
No.
Okay.
The dice hate me.
Anyway, yes. So what's your response? What are you saying? What's going on? Okay.
Did that give you a number?
Yeah,
it didn't give me one.
It gave a 17, but you didn't say
Okay.
what you were doing.
I want to outsmart him.
Okay, what are you trying to outsmart him with? What are you saying? I don't know. What,
I want to con
we can
him
talk
into
about that in a
being my
minute.
husband.
Oh my god. Alright, so, pretend I am the boss man. Try to, make me want to
I
be
am
your
pretty.
husband.
I am an elven princess.
Are you?
Marry me and you shall be royalty. I'm conning him.
Oh, that's true.
Teen.
That's true. Just a second. I don't like you squinting at me like that.
Oh my god, the squinting.
Oh, alright, so I'm him. Oh, are you? I didn't know. Makes sense since you're so attractive.
Yes.
Yes. Continue.
You shall be royalty if you marry me.
Oh, that's a very tempting offer. When would you like to get married?
As soon as possible.
Alright, well, take my hand. Let's go.
Okay, where are you?
Alright.
I don't know how to take your hand.
I do.
There we go. Yay.
Alright, we're married.
We're married. I am now married to the brothel owner.
Oh, the dice disappeared while we were gone. Just a second.
I'm gonna go to the Adventurers Guild now.
Okay. What time tomorrow, by the way, Bailey? You're on the glass.
Anytime in the afternoon is fine by me.
Okay. So, just message us on Discord and we'll let you know what we're thinking. And you can let us know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
And yada, yada, yada. Well, good.
Hey, Jock, you missed the best part, though.
Which part? There's a lot of that.
All of it.
Chuck,
I
you
can't
missed the
wait
best
to hear
part.
the fucking
Literally all of it.
Name of this when you upload it. I can't wait.
Oh, God.
I became a prostitute.
Alright, so you You're good. So you marry the brothel owner, and then you immediately say, I'm going to be an adventurer, goodbye.
Well, I don't say it like that harshly. I say I've noticed I really suck at my job, but I really liked you, so that's why I stayed.
Okay.
But my heart is calling me to go adventure. I will be back for dinner.
We'll be back for dinner. He looks at you. He's very upset. I don't know how to do the emotes like you've been doing. Is that a watch thing? I don't know. Anyway. So he's like really sad. He's like looking at you, but at the same time he's looking at you with all the love in his heart. And he says that if you love something, you need to let it go. Let it go.
I'm not leaving forever, sweetie.
Well, I mean, he doesn't know that. If you're gonna go off an adventure, one, how do you know that you're not gonna find someone else? And two, how does he know you're gonna come back and not die?
Because he's my source of income.
He found you insane, sniffling under a tree. How does he know that you're gonna make it as an adventurer?
Bag full of bear meat, yeah.
Yeah.
With a butchered carcass.
with the traces of cinnamon lining your lips.
Oh my god. What the fuck does that mean, Doc?
I'm not entirely sure. So anyway, so he accepts it even though it's with a sad heart. So now roll a perception. Okay, so you leave the brothel and realize you've never been in this city before. So
I've lived here for a few weeks and I've never left the brothel.
Yeah. You've just been in the brothel the whole time. You never left. So would you like to just start meandering around and trying to find the Adventurers Guild, or?
I'm gonna ask somebody.
All right, let's see if there's anyone around to ask. All right, there's literally no one around.
Fuck. Okay. Go back in the brothel and ask a customer if they know where the Adventurer Guild is.
He doesn't really know. He knows that it exists.
Okay, I'm gonna just start wandering the streets.
All right, well, roll
I
it.
tried my best to do this logically, and apparently it doesn't work.
All right, so roll a perception. See how well you can find your way there.
Okay.
Also, what are you doing with your hands? I thought you had the controller.
That's actually just like idle motion, idle animation.
Oh, okay. All right, well, you did pretty good.
That actually did a number.
Yeah, it did two
Mine didn't
14s.
show a number, so.
2 14s. All right, so you're wandering around. You get lost for like half an hour, but then you stumble upon a giant-ass building, and you decide, what else could this be?
Could be a castle, you never know.
All right, it's a bittersweet find though, because you walk up to the doors and you realize that they just closed.
The Adventurers Guild is closed?
Apparently, it's a Sunday.
Well, I'm just gonna sit out here until they open.
Alright, let's see. Let me try and think of what kind of roll we should be making for this.
It's a very good question.
High or low?
Patience? Low.
All right. You want to roll a intelligence check? Okay. You see that it's closed, and you decide to wait. You just kind of sit on the doorstep. Now roll your patience check to see if you actually can wait until tomorrow.
I swear this controller hates me. Because I've been rolling nothing but low numbers.
18. You have all the patience in the world. You're sitting there, you're twiddling your thumbs, you're mentally making a story. Y'all make up anything? What do you mean? I'm making up everything.
We're making up everything.
Right? Alright, so you're sitting there, you're on that doorstep. You're just kind of sitting there, and
I ate a fairy.
That's a true statement. It's a true statement. That was her first thought.
First thought when I killed the thing, I'm like, I'm gonna eat this.
Oh my god, Bailey. Look at the stream and see what your response was to that with your hand motions.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh, that's funny. Nope, all made up. Just making it up in my
All
brain.
made up. We're making it up on the fly.
Yeah, basically.